As we've covered the first two Streets of Rage games a few weeks ago, it's only natural to complete the trilogy with today's review. So, here we go with Noobs' game review of Streets of Rage 3 on the Sega Megadrive. The original game was praised for its unique style, gameplay and soundtrack. The second took everything the first did and added so much more. The third game? Well, let's just find out. Released worldwide in June 1994, the third installment of the franchise sees Mr. X start a research company to act as cover for his illegal activities. The robotic expert Dr. Zan discovers what the research company is all about and alerts Blaze to the evil plans. Blaze contacts Axel and Skate, and they both come and help, and it's into the streets to do battle. Again, you choose from the four characters: Blaze, Axel and Skate from the previous game, and Zan, who is new, replaces Max. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses, so it's down to the player's preference which one they use. All the characters have the usual mix of attacks. Zan can use weapons as fireballs this time around. This time they all have running attacks to help smash the baddies. And then it's business as usual. The heroes battle through various stages and face an ender level boss until the eventual battle at the end of stage... well... it depends what stage number you're thinking about, you see, because this game introduced the plot twist of multiple endings. There are 4 endings altogether depending on how you perform throughout the game. The game ends at stage 5 if you're playing on the easy level, with this ending telling you you're basically wimped out by playing in easy. There are then a further 2 stages if you progress, and these have different endings as well depending on what you do within these levels. This adds some good longevity to the game, as to fully complete it you need to play through and complete the different challenges to see absolutely everything the game's got to offer. The game has got cutscenes, and this moves the narrative on and tells a good story. There are also regional variances with characters and plot lines differing between the Western and the Japanese versions. Ash, who was a character in the Japanese version, is a gay stereotype character. He was removed from the English versions alongside various bits of clothing and plot twists of other characters. But fans of vixens with whips and leather, don't you worry, they're back in the game as well. Oh, and if you've ever wondered what it would be like to control a kangaroo battling against an evil syndicate, well then this is the game for you. Does the phrase jump the shark mean anything? And now here's the downside. You always knew this was coming. I just don't feel this moves on enough from Streets of Rage 2. The gap between the first and the second game is massive. The gap between the second and third games, not so much. It feels very much like it was released to satisfy the fans rather than being a labour of love the first two were. It's not horrific, and if it was a standalone title it would be fine, but it's definitely the weakest of the trilogy. Another thing to point out is the music is not as good as the second installment, which itself is a massive letdown. There are different storylines for you to follow and different characters, but as a side-scrolling beat-em-up, it's fun, it's playable, but it's not an essential Mega Drive title by any stretch of the imagination. The fourth game in the series was released in 2020, and this was 26 years after this one, which goes to show that they didn't think they needed to revive the format. Streets of Rage 3 has been released on various Sega compilations over the years, although it was missing from the recent Sega Megadrive Classic, and that speaks volumes. So there we have it, the complete reviews of the Streets of Rage trilogy. Do you agree with them? Even if you don't, let me know in the comments. I always like to hear what you've got to say. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with any more reviews coming up. And thanks for watching New Game Reviews.